Hello everyone. Optibar is a bar cutting wastage optimization software. This is useful when reinforcement cutting needs to be done very efficiently, with minimal wastage. For example, usually we have reinforcement bars of a standard length of 12 meters, and the required lengths may be, say, for 0.5 meters, 3 meters, and 2.5 meters, maybe 5 or 10 pieces of each. In practice, we take a 12-meter bar and cut 4.5 meters, then another 4.5 meters, and the remaining portion is often kept aside as waste. Sometimes, if the 12-meter bar matches the required lengths perfectly, we achieve very efficient cutting without any wastage. However, in many cases, we end up with significant material loss. Now, there is another method where we can combine different reinforcement cut lengths. For example, a 3-meter bar may have no wastage. If we also have a requirement for 2.5-meter bars, we can combine these lengths in such a way that wastage is reduced significantly. This also helps in reducing the total reinforcement required. However, combining different bar lengths manually becomes very difficult in large projects. At that point, we need a software solution like Optibar. Now, let us see how to use this software. To open the Optibar webpage, simply type optibar.fedesigns.co.in. Once you open it, you will land on the home page. Here, you can enter the project name and floor ID. For example, project name as test and floor ID as floor 1. Before we begin, we need to download the Excel template and the user manual. You can use this Excel template as a reference. Once downloaded, open the Excel file. The template is very simple to use. You need to enter the bar number, diameter, number of bars required, and the length of each bar. Where do we get this information? From the structural drawing. For example, the drawing may show a bar marked P1 with 2 bars of 12 millimeter diameter and a length of 6.22 meters. We convert this information into Excel format. Bar number, P1. Diameter, 12. Number of bars, 2. Length, 6.22. Similarly, we may have P1, P2, P3, and so on, representing different bars from the drawing. You need to enter all these details into the Excel sheet. You can also differentiate beam reinforcement using labels like N1 or P1, and slab reinforcement as S1, S2, S3, etc. Once all the data is entered, save the Excel file. Now return to the software. Click on Choose File and select the Excel file. Once uploaded, the software reads all the data. Then click on the Optimize button. Immediately, you will see the optimization results. The output shows different bar diameters and the total number of standard 12-meter bars required for the assignment. It also shows the theoretical quantity, which is calculated without considering standard bar lengths, and the actual quantity required based on optimization. For example, theoretically, we may need 4.8 tons of steel, whereas in reality, we need to purchase 5.1 metric tons. This results in a wastage of about 4.29%. This highlights the importance of proper optimization. Otherwise, wastage can increase significantly. Once the optimization is complete, the software provides detailed results for each bar diameter. It shows the standard 12-meter bar, the required cutting lengths, and the remaining small wastage at the end. For example, you may need to cut 36 bars to achieve the required number of pieces. The software provides optimized cutting patterns for different bars, along with the corresponding wastage. At the end of the report, you will find the unused bar data. This includes the diameter, number of bars, and the leftover lengths. These unused bars can be utilized in future assignments. For example, there may be leftover bars of 5.72 meters or 8.86 meters, which are significant lengths and can be reused. Similarly, some bars of more than 2 meters in 16 millimeter diameter can also be reused. To use these in the next assignment, you can export the unused bar data. Now, refresh the web page for a new assignment. Enter the project name as test and floor ID as floor 2. Then upload the Excel file for floor 2. Additionally, upload the unused bar file from the previous assignment. Once you click on Optimize, the software automatically identifies reusable bars and incorporates them into the new optimization. The result is an optimized cutting plan for the second floor, utilizing both new and previously unused bars. At the end of this report, you will again get updated and used bar data, now combined for both floors. By repeating this process throughout the project, you can track and minimize total wastage effectively. At the end of the project, you will have a complete unused reinforcement report, which can also be used for reconciliation purposes. Finally, you can download the optimization report in PDF format.